After 12 years of absence, LEGO Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is returning on April 1st, 2026. LEGO just revealed a new BrickHeadz set of the 4 turtles, which will retail for $40 with 567 pieces. This also marks the return of a LEGO Nickelodeon set hitting store shelves, because the last LEGO Nickelodeon sets, property owned by Nickelodeon, were these Ninja Turtle sets in 2014. Technically, we've had shows that aired on Nickelodeon getting sets, like the City Adventure show or whatever it's called, but that's a property that's owned by LEGO themselves. So this is kind of an important moment for LEGO, and I'm a huge Nickelodeon fan, and I really loved LEGO TMNT. I am kind of disappointed, though, that this is just a BrickHeadz set. It feels like that's the bare minimum to give us sets on a new license, but I'm just speaking as somebody who doesn't care about BrickHeadz anymore and their Funko Pop-like design. I really want new minifigure sets, and we got new minifigures in LEGO Fortnite. Just translate those into a set. I mean, heck, it's probably something that could be an icon set, put the Turtle Van as an icon set, and I would buy that right away. This, on the other hand, again, is that style that looks like a Funko Pop that I just really don't care about. However, I'm very happy that this license has returned to store shelves, and I think it's a good sign of things to come. The actual builds of these have the distinct skin colors that later versions of the Ninja Turtles have, but the design on the side of the box is based off the original cartoon, so that's the weird contradiction. You can see that this is branded specifically for the world of TMNT instead of using that old 80s cartoon logo. So yeah, I guess that side art design is just for some recognizability, but is not one-to-one with the designs. I like how each of the turtles have an exclusive 1x1 printed tile with the belt buckle of the first letter of their names. I like how they build those little ninja wrap eye masks, or whatever the heck they're called. Those are pretty cool and distinct for each of the characters. And I like how they build the designs of the turtle shells at the back. You also get their weapons, and Michelangelo's armed with a pizza as well. So yeah, I won't be buying this, but this is a good sign of things to come. I had a whole conspiracy video on how I think LEGO SpongeBob is going to be returning very soon. Basically, some rival building toy brands were unable to renew the license for SpongeBob, which feels like LEGO is getting the exclusive license, but that's just my speculation. And recently we saw more Nickelodeon LEGO collabs with the release of Danny Phantom figures on Fortnite. Of course, those joined the LEGO Avatar The Last Airbender figures on LEGO Fortnite, which was the first time we were getting official LEGO Avatar The Last Airbender tie-ins since 2006 with those 2 test sets. Now, there were some other LEGO BrickHeadz reveal, which kind of have the problem I have with the TMNT reveal, where we got our first Monsters, Inc. specifically branded set. Like, the only other time I could think of an official LEGO Monsters, Inc. set was the Disney 100 art set, which had, like, some of the portraits of the characters. This is the Sully, Mike, and Boo figures, which released March 1st, 2026. The design of this will retail for $25, which is very frustrating. They bumped up the price of BrickHeadz, where these half BrickHeadz designs would usually equate to $5, so it would have been $20, say, a year ago. And honestly, I think the design for Sully and Mike look terrible in this BrickHeadz form. The shaping of those characters and details like, say, the eyebrows on Sully really make them look like knockoffs of the characters as opposed to detailed figures of the characters, even fitting that BrickHeadz style. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the BrickHeadz style. I will say Boo came out looking like the character, but it is easier to make a BrickHeadz of a human than, say, a monster. They should have really given us the monster outfit for Boo. I think that would have been just a more interesting BrickHeadz. Also, can anybody explain why there's a 1x3 jumper at the back of Mike's figure? I don't get it. I mean, just give us a minifigure set of Monsters, Inc. You could have a big fig for Sully, which I think a lot of people would love. Closest we got were designs from the LEGO Incredibles video game. And finally, there was a LEGO Fortnite BrickHeadz reveal, also a March 1st release. This will retail for $25, so once again, a price increase. I mean, look, full-size BrickHeadz figures are now $13 on their own. We saw that with the LEGO Lilo & Stitch Angel BrickHeadz recently revealed. This is a 300-piece set, and the Fishstick looks creepy if you ask me. BrickHeadz don't have mouths, so to see a mouth printed on there looks really strange compared to other BrickHeadz. The only other one I can think of with a mouth is like the early LEGO Batman movie Joker design. But like that mouth is one of the most iconic parts of that Fishstick character from Fortnite. they're kind of in a tough place where it's like, okay, if we want to interpret this character, we need to do the mouth. So yeah, it's interesting because we don't even have a minifigure of Fishstick yet in any of the Lego Fortnite sets. The design for the supply llama I also think looks bad with that mouth build at the side. Weird little stud arrangement right there. I do like the body build though, where they use a mix of different colored cheese slopes and different flat top, round bottom tile pieces. So yeah, I'm not a fan of BrickHeadz. Of course, I'm going to be hard here. This really makes me appreciate the price of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles BrickHeadz set, because that's $40 for 4 different BrickHeadz at a regular size. That's how that set would be priced a year ago. So look, I'm very happy that we're getting new TMNT sets, even if it's just one BrickHeadz set. I think that's a great sign for things to come, even if I'm not a fan of BrickHeadz anymore. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that there's going to be more Nickelodeon sets? Is this a sign of things to come? Also, if you're going to buy any of these Fortnite skins I talked about, use creator code JustTooGood. It helps me out. What also helps me out is if you press that like button, leave a comment, and click that subscribe button. The algorithm can be pretty rough. I'll see you later. Peace out.